Hi guys, it's Nancy. Welcome back, and I am excited to show you guys there are new hot foils in the Spellbinders shop. So these are specifically for the Spellbinders Glimmer hot foiling system. They will work with other hot foiling systems if you have them, but I am so glad. You guys know I have a lot of hot foils to see some new variety come into the shop, and these are perfect for the holidays coming up. So this is the Glimmer Foil Variety Pack, and this one is called Christmas Sparkle. And you get a red glitter, a gold sequin, a silver sequin, and a matte gold. These do come with a little tape on them, the little bubble, but you can see I got most of my tape off without any incident. And you can see all of that shimmer and shine and sparkly goodness. So this is the red sparkle. I don't know what the individual names are. It just says Christmas Sparkle Variety Pack. So I don't know if they'll sell these individually or not. This one's a gold holographic sequin. We have a silver holographic sequin. And then we have a matte gold. And I think the matte gold gives a very elegant look. Sometimes you want something pretty, but you don't want it like in your face, bling bling shiny. This is where the matte gold comes in. So again, these are perfect for holiday backgrounds, sentiments, just very nice. And they do have that little clear sticker, and just very carefully, I just slid under it with an X-Acto knife, and once I got it up, peeled it off. And you want to keep these foils in the original box so they're dust free. They also have a brand new black and white foil system, which is just regular opaque black and white hot foils. So those are in the shop. I've cut down 4 pieces of this Glimmer specialty cardstock. If you have trouble with hot foiling, you may want to try this paper. It does make your life a lot easier. This is a synthetic paper. It almost feels like Yupo paper. But it is super smooth, and it'll make your life a lot easier. So I have my Glimmer hot foil system here, and we're going to use 4 different Glimmer plates with the synthetic paper, and we're going to use the 4 new colors so we can see what they look like. So the first one I have in here is the Starburst. You can see my green light is already on. So of course, Starburst has to be in red. So we're going to use the red Glimmer Sparkle there. We always want to put the pretty side down. The matte side is always up. And I cut this paper down to 5.5 by 4 1/4. So we can cut it down if I'm a little crooked. It's fine. And we're just going to hit this timer button, and it's going to blink for about 60 seconds. Now, I don't want you guys to wait for 60 seconds, so I'm going to pause it, and I'll bring you guys back in when that's done. Okay, guys, your 60 seconds was up. That was like 2 seconds for you guys. We're going to undock the platform now from our heating system, and we're just going to transfer right over to the Spellbinders Platinum, and we're going to slowly roll that through. I'm not adding any additional shims, not changing anything, just rolling it through my die cutting system. This will work on any manual die cutting system you have. A Spellbinders Platinum, 6-inch, 8.5, Switch, Big Shot, Big Kick, Vagabond. It will work through all those systems. It will not work in a Gemini or a Gemini Junior system though, okay? And I don't think it works on the Anna Griffin Empress, okay? All right, so we want to give that just a second to cool down. I'm going to pull the whole thing off and move that out of the way. I'm going to take my plate off. I find this guy's not usually strong enough, so I have my old ones here. Use that. Okay. Put that on the silicone mat to cool down, and then while that's cooling down, we're going to bring in the next one, which is Crossed Lines Card Front. So this is Crossed Lines Card Front, and I think we'll do that one in... Let's do silver. I have a little boo-boo. Oh, maybe I can't. I have a little boo-boo on my foil there, so I don't want to use that one. Use the matte gold. So again, pretty side down, piece of that specialty cardstock. And I can feel like where my plates are. Spellbinders plates are a little bigger, which is nice. So you have plenty of room. So this might not be centered, but that's okay. We just want to look and see what the foil's gonna look like. I'm gonna put that back in the platform and let that warm up and show you guys what this one looks like. And again, this one is the new Starburst plate with the new sparkle red foil. Okay, this is actually fine. Okay, so because of this design, we have a lot of overfoiling. I don't want you to panic. This is a very easy fix. So whenever you have these extra chunks of foil, that's because you can see how close the design is here. Everything's touching. So when the foil releases, that foil wants to stay behind. See all that? That's called overfoiling. Because it has not been touched by the foil plate in those areas, it will very easily come off. You're just going to take a stiff brush and you're going to brush it. And just like magic, all of that excess foil is going to come off. Now, if you have any stubborn areas, you can take an eraser and you can erase them. But this is one of the quick, easy fixes. And because we're using the synthetic paper, it makes it so much easier because it doesn't stick without that pressure and heat. So, there we go. No more overfoiling. Look at how gorgeous that is. The camera doesn't even pick up how much this is sparkling, you guys. I know you guys see red foil, but I see red foil with sparkle bling, blingity bling. So gorgeous. Okay. The next one is already warming up. I'm just going to wipe all this excess foil off the desk here. Like everywhere. It's like glitter once it's on your desk. You're never gonna get rid of it. I'll have to clean it later. Okay, that one's very pretty. Gorgeous. Oh, I have little red foil bits everywhere. Okay. Second one is almost done. Bring my platinum up. If you have any specific questions about hot foiling, I do have a full hot foiling playlist. I've been doing this for a very long time. So I can tell you about different papers, different machines, different foils. And you can check that out with the playlist. Go to hot foil. Okay, this one is ready. And this one was called Crossed Lines Card Front Glimmer Plate. And this one was using the matte gold foil. So you can see, just when the timer's done blinking, I disengage it from the hot plate. Bring it over here. That one stuck a little bit, which is fine. It's not going to hurt anything. I'm just going to carefully remove the whole thing, set that aside to cool down, and we're going to move on to our next plate. We're going to pull this one off. Those are quite warm, so you really don't want to touch them if you can help it. And I'm going to add, I think this is everybody's new favorite, Dazzling Diamonds. And for this one, we're going to do the silver. Now, I know there's a little boo-boo in my foil there. We're just going to ignore that. Can I use that on this one? Let's see. Maybe we'll try that on the next one. Here is the gold sequence. We'll try that. And that's just from when I removed the sticker. I cut the foil a little bit. Okay, so this is the Dazzling Diamonds plate with the gold sequence. So we're going to plug that one back in. And let's see how the matte gold came out on the Crossed Lines card front. This one also comes with a sentiment. The sentiment says, a little something special for you, which you can foil separately. Okay. Another good foiling. So again, we do have a little bit of overfoiling. So we take a stiff brush and just gently rub that across the foiling. Specifically in these smaller areas where it's tighter. And again, if you get any that's really tough, just take a little mono sand eraser and rub at it. The other thing you can do is take a little piece of washi tape And washi tape will a lot of times lift any of that extra foil. That one looks great. And you see, you get that nice foil look, but this is a satin finish foil. It's a matte finish. It's not in your face shiny. That's really pretty. Love that. Okay, our next one is counting down. So I'm going to pause the video again so you guys aren't hanging out for a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Again, I want to let that cool down before I reveal it. You want to give that foil time to transfer to the paper. And if you rip that off too soon, you may pull the foil up before it's completely stuck down. Okay, the last one we have is the plaid tidings background. So we're going to put that one into place. And this is the silver sequins holographic foil. And I have a little hole cut out of this from the sticker. So I think if I line this up so it's in an open spot like that, we should not be affected by that. And if we do, we'll just cover it with a sentiment, right? Okay, let's reveal this one. This is the gold sequins. And the Dazzling Diamonds plate. Oh, that is pretty. I don't have any overfoiling. And I've used this plate before. I have a video if you guys didn't get to see. And I just used it for embossing. So if you're not even into hot foiling, you can use this as just an embossing plate. And that's all I did here. And look how pretty that came out. You do need to change your sandwich up a little bit. You have to use the rubber embossing mat and none of the cutting plates. Otherwise, you'll rip through. But look how pretty that Dazzling Diamonds comes out with the hot foiling or just doing regular embossing on it. So if you don't do foiling, still take a look at these Glimmer plates because you can get some pretty designs. They don't cut your paper, they emboss your paper. And again, you guys are seeing just kind of gold there, but there is a lot of shimmer and sparkle in here because of those sequins that are embedded into this foil. It's really hard to pick up on the camera, but that is very pretty. Very nice. Okay, and our last one is counting down, so I will bring you guys back in 2 seconds. Okay, guys, this is our final plate showing the new Glimmer foils from Spellbinders. Again, everything will be linked below. I appreciate when you guys click on those links. I get a small commission. It does not cost you anything extra. Helps to support my channel. If you've learned something today, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, this is the plaid tidings background. Now, I gotta say, even though these were basically released as holiday designs, these are not gonna go in my holiday pile. These are everyday designs that you can use for all types of cards. Change up the color, change up the style, change up what you're foiling it on. I've shown different videos. You can foil on the Spellbinders specialty cardstock. You can, the Spellbinders colored cardstock, Spellbinders foil cardstock, and they've added a few new colors to their mirror cards, so you definitely want to check that out. All right, and let's see what this one looks like. And I missed that little line there perfectly just from having that little hole, so I'm not wasting any foil, even though that little sticker took out my foil there. Okay, again, nothing to panic about. A little bit of overfoiling. I'm going to take this one right over the trash can and dump those extra pieces in. It's kind of like gilding, if you've ever done gilding flakes. If you don't have glue, it's not going to stick and all those extra flakes are just going to come off. It's the same thing. If they haven't been pressed down by the heat and the die cutting machine, the pressure from the die cutting machine, then you're not going to get all of that foil stuck all over. And I just use, like I said, a soft brush to knock those off. This one you can really see all those sequins. Look at that shimmer and shine. Oh, that is so cool. So pretty. And you can see here, see how I have a little mist spot here? I like that their plates are bigger because I've cut this to 5.5 by 4 1/4. I can now cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4, and no one will notice that I missed a little bit on that corner there. So cut your papers a little larger than the area that you're foiling or that you want foiled. And then that way, if you miss a spot like I did there, you don't have to worry about it. You have plenty of room to cut this down. So again, these are the new foils for the hot foiling system, and the plates that we used and the foils that we used. All 4 of these foils come in one pack. And this is called the Christmas Sparkle Variety Pack. So you get all 4 of those. Keep in mind the black and the white is available. I don't use these often, but they are handy to have, especially when you're doing sentiments or if you're going to be doing snowy backgrounds. That white is going to be nice for that, to have that for your little backgrounds. But all 4 of these came in one pack, and I'll tell you again the names of them and the hot foil plates. So this is the Plaid Tidings background. Very cool. And keep in mind too, you can ink blend over this too. We have Dazzling Diamonds, which we did with the gold sequins. So we have the silver sequins and the gold sequins here. But it definitely shows up better on this one. There's just more surface area there. We have the Crossed Lines card front. So this is Crossed Lines. And we did that one in the gold matte. Beautiful. Okay. And we have the new Starburst, which we did in the red glitter, which is here. And again, all of these plates can be used just as an embossing plate. You don't have to foil them. So if you're not into foiling yet, look at how cool that looks. Debossed and embossed, raised up. That is so cool looking. You can use it either way. So it looks great with foil and it looks great without foil. Lots of variety there to add to your supplies. And again, if you have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up before you leave, and I will have everything that I used in the description box with links for you guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, keep on foiling. Bye!